Welcome to A Star is Bored. I'm Keith Weiss.
I'm Mariah Cameron.
And before we bring on our guest today, we have a couple of announcements. First announcement is we're going to add a new episode to our 2-episode roster to make it a 3-episode roster. Multiple stars are bored. So we're going to add a feature called Hump Day Delight. I'm very excited to bring on people that we know. Can't forget about the homies. Moving on. We're going to be launching a new series called the Pride Podcast. So for the entire month of June, we're going to be having members of the queer community coming on to our podcast. They're going to be people from Broadway, off-Broadway, film, TV, and of course...
Some of them right off the street. So I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
I mean, I know people at home are probably thinking queer people on a showbiz podcast? Really?
Ew.
Since when? It's an exciting time to just kind of focus on being a person in showbiz and navigating the world from that lifestyle, from that point of view. People, have different ways of going about how they're going to broadcast and show themselves, and so we're just excited to focus on this particular aspect and going into June and having a celebration that we can have.
We're gonna have to find new ways to celebrate our heritage. My heritage as a queer person, I know a little bit about, but I'm excited to learn more from all of our guests that are gonna come on. And there's a lot of different ways that Pride speaks to different people. And there's a lot that the Pride movement has had on people of color who are queer, non-binary people, and it's sort of an elevating force, Pride. And I'm excited to learn from people who I've never met, people who I love, people who I don't love. If you guys are interested, you can feel free to send in questions for our guests. All of them are going to be members of the queer community starting on our June 11th episode until the first week of July. Our guest this episode is a man. This man, best friend of mine. And his name is Greg Lakhan, but you may know him as Sir Gregolas. And he is a multifaceted theater artist from Jamaica, Queens. He attended Frank Sinatra School of the Arts when he was a teenager. And shortly after he left, I met him at Purchase College, where we did all sorts of theater together. We joined a theater called Anima Vox, where we were in plays together, like The Goat or Who is Sylvia by Edward Albee. And that was a wild ride, because that play is about fucking goats. And then he became my roommate my junior year of college. And after that, he became the artistic director of Red Theater at Purchase. Greg has continued to run a production company he created before I even met him called Amusement Studios, which he runs with Mike Santee. And now he is a member of the Neo Futurists in NYC, one of the most legendary theater companies in New York. And they were performing monthly at the Crane Theater in Double or Nothing, The Infinite Wrench, all sorts of amazing plays where they challenge the spectator in theater. And it is with great pride that I welcome my really good friend, Greg Lakhan. After Red Theater, we made sort of a weird pact with Azario in Anima Vox, and that was a pretty crazy part of our time there. That the three of us would each direct each other in a play, and it would go up throughout the season. And it was supposed to be, I wanted to direct The Motherfucker with the Hat, and you were gonna play Ralph, and you literally shaved off all your hair. I hope, you didn't do it for that, I know.
No.
But it was crazy. It was an accident? That's right. Wait, remind me.
So my dad was pressuring me to get a haircut, and he gave me money, but I wanted to keep the money. So I was like, I got one of my fucking white friends to cut my hair, because all I really wanted was like to cut off like a few inches, like nothing crazy. But my
That's
hair
on
was
you.
so thick that her clippers didn't work on my hair. And so I just had a huge bald spot on the back of my head, and I was just like, cut it all off.
Okay. I don't think I ever heard the second part of that, but that makes a lot of sense. I remember seeing you because that was the year we lived together, and I got to the dorm and I saw you for the first time. You had told me you got a haircut, but it was like you were naked.
Yep.
It was you were just like
I did not want to be on campus that day, like,
I
at all.
was I was like, "Oh, I've never seen you like this." And you shaved your beard too. I think that is where I really saw the nakedness, because that's where I saw like what your face looks like without it. And I feel like that's when you see people. Oh, fuck.
Funny enough, everybody loved that haircut.
Yeah, you looked fine. I was like, you look like a snack. We'll avoid that chapter
Word.
romantically with the ladies.
Yeah, let's not get into all of
Oh, no,
that.
no, 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 no. And then just one more close up. No, no, no. We I directed you in Motherfucker with the Hat by Stephen
Mhm.
Adly Guirgis, and then you directed me in The Aliens, and that's how we met Miles at Anima Box. Miles, my roommate now. I love my Muse, my fire. So yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
that shit was
those
chill.
productions, man. Yeah.
We had
Those
the
two.
resources of the whole school at the time,
Mhm.
and that's when I learned. I was just talking about this earlier with someone. You just have to do everything yourself if you want it. If you care enough about it, you just got to do it yourself.
You can't
Because
wait
I
on
don't,
anybody.
yeah, man, it's not like you have a studio behind you to, and people who's, either you have the people that believe in you, and if they're with you, then, you have a team and you're good. And even when it feels like sometimes you don't have a team, you just have to know that, yeah, you got to take that gurney down yourselves. I wasn't completely happy about having to miss half an hour of queer theater with Jordan because we didn't get the strike done on time. And I was just like, oh, damn it, this is eating away at my actual education. It was the decision I made, and like, directing taught me a lot, man. What did you learn about directing the aliens?
Control is an illusion, bro. Like, really, you don't have control over anything.
No.
Like, also, I just learned that like you table work is just the most important thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like table work and dedicating yourself to the text daily. I think, although looking back at it, I really wish we were able to do more in the humanities theater. I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean, you know what, bro? What I love about what I'm doing right now is a lesson I learned at Purchase. Even with as much resources as we had, the best part of making anything is the obstacle. It's true because it's how you work around it that defines the
uh,
nature of the work you're creating.
boy, is that true. Yeah.
Yeah. I look back at Purchase and I'm like, oh, I didn't learn anything there. No, bitch. That was it.
Dude, I'm glad I took my tumbles there instead of out here.
Guess who we're having on June 1st?
Ooh.
The original KJ.
Oh shit, seriously?
Yeah,
That's amazing, dude.
yeah. I am really excited for that shit. Because he's
Hmm.
also the guy, his name is Michael Chernus, and I don't think you know, but you've seen Spider-Man Homecoming, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So the Tinkerer is KJ.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
no.
fucking lit, bro. What?
Trippy as fuck, right? Dude, you
Yeah.
can bet, like, thank God Mariah's here, because, like, she keeps reminding me, it's like, no, you're great with what you're doing. If you want to prepare, like prepare, but like just do your thing. And like she trusts me and I trust her. Like those are relationships that like, you know, you learn to value with collaborators. I
Mhm.
hate this false modesty thing. Like I saw it on The Comeback. It's like no, I'm not just throwing my fake humble. I really am grateful. I'm grateful to have people around.
Throw those vibes, bro. Throw
Yeah.
them.
Vibes. Vibes. Oh my God. Senior projects. Yeah, I did True West and tried to do the whole thing, and they were like, you can only do an hour. And I was like, yeah, but like, what if I play both roles? And they're like, how long are we gonna keep doing this until you realize that like this is gonna have to be an hour? And it took me way too long. And I didn't play the game the way you played the game, Greg, and you taught me that. And that is probably one of the most important things I've ever learned from you. Don't, you know, if the system isn't working for you, you gotta circle the system. I learned that from
Fuck,
Blunt.
man. I don't know, cause like in hindsight, dude, like all of my fucking hard work just got like shitted on.
Not
And
really, though. I mean, you know, not really, right? Like,
like not really, but like by the faculty, yeah. But if I could do it all again, I wouldn't change anything. I'm glad I did it the way I did it.
Greg,
But
that was the best shit on campus that year. It was dope as fuck, in my opinion. And yeah, I might be biased, but you can ask the people who, like, literally, there was not a single fucking seat left any night at all. That was the event of the year, my guy. And everybody knows it. And I think if you feel like the faculty shit on it, it's because you found a way to make work on your own terms using their resources to the fullest capacity than anybody else that year. You were just able to do it. Like you got them all to build the set you wanted in a black box. Do you know how hard that is when you have like an entire performing arts center under you and an entire SUNY system behind that, and just a group of like faculty being like, no, 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 no. It's not a lack of the work of the professors there or the students. Just to
mhm.
clarify that, they're all chill, but it's the system that's already created. It's a constant thing about systems that people just don't seem to get, and they don't know how to fix it. So the wrong people get blamed for everything, and it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it was wild, dude.
Greg,
And
what's
it's
Blunt Civility about?
Blunt Civility is about two recently emancipated orphans who find out that one of them is related to Adolf Hitler and the other is the successor to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's an incredible fucking story, and you have found new ways to tell it throughout its history. But like to start it on stage and to like to have it all filmed, like anyway, like you made an entire foundation on a building, and then like you're making a skyscraper, bitch.
It's crazy. I feel like I it started off as being just about heritage, but it ended up being about everything that I think has kind of caused friction in my life. Like it deals with gentrification, it deals with religion, it deals with heritage, it deals with media coverage and just the black experience and mental health and social anomalies and you know the fact that people have so much faith in the story uh makes it kind of hard to write new shit. But I love it. I really do. It's my baby. I love it.
Yeah. And I think you only find it really hard to write new shit because you know how important it also is, and how like monumental it could be with the whatever platform you're creating to create the like full product of it. You're still working on a screenplay for it, bro. you're not done with it if you're editing drafts.
Yeah, I worked on I think 5 different drafts in the past month.
Yeah, that's
My
amazing.
my friend James, who also helps me shoot my web series, Answers to Everything. Um, he's been helping me like kind of fill in the blanks when it comes to adapting it to the screen, like making it make
Absolutely.
sense in the context of like a film. There's so much more you can do, and like
It's I
you,
can already see it. Like I've read some of it already, and it's you're expanding the world of all the other characters, which, like, you know, we had college kids playing like grown people, so you got to work with what you got. But if you
word.
can find a way to now give yourself the opportunity to expand the world you're creating, then you have nothing but, you know, sky's the limit, bitch. You can,
Exactly.
yeah, I already know like amazing people who I can see like playing different roles already. Like it's so drawn out for it. And like you when I know that whenever I've read shit when I was younger, I always used to do that. I was like, oh my God, who'd be in the movie of this shit? I could totally see that. And it I think like it's just gonna happen someday, and it's gonna be like a fucking dank ass exposition for you. It already was. And I think it'll carry as your exposition in different phases of your life. I know it will.
I hope so, man. I would
I'd,
really love for it to be my first feature.
I think that'll happen. I think it's inevitable that somebody's going to get that on their desk and be like, yes, yes, yes. They're going to be bugging out because they're going to be like, where did this even come from? And it's like, Greg, bitch. I really got to stop saying that. I am really being
It means a lot of
disrespectful.
things.
I know. It's just disrespectful to like actual like dogs. You were talking about adapting your screenplay into something that can be shot on camera. So I want to talk to you a bit
Yeah.
about Amusement Studio, which you founded.
Okay. I was friends with this man's called Mike. Shouts out to Mikey.
Mike Santee.
We started writing sketches together, and um at first it was kind of just like a thing where I made stuff and let people see it. But lately, like, we've actually been doing real events and like producing all these videos for different artists, and the production quality has gotten drastically better in the past year.
What production? What type of work specifically?
Um, well, we used to do sketches, but I don't know. They were not fully realized, I think, and it really was like a learning experience for us making those. That's really back when I was still trying to figure out how to use a camera and light a scene and edit, and a lot of the stuff I was writing just wasn't like, it didn't really have a real voice. It was kind of just me bullshitting and making stupid ass jokes that I thought were funny when I was 17. That was the start of it all. And ever since I started the whole music thing, people have been reaching out to me because I make my own videos and shit. So ever since that happened, I got with Gold Tribe, and I shot all their videos, and those are on
Mm.
Amusement Studios. So Amusement Studios has been more of a hub for other artists besides myself since it's began, which is really cool because I want to contribute to the culture and like just help people succeed. That's what it's all about. Amusement Studios, really, at the end of the day.
If
My
you're doing
friends.
enough for other people to make their work come to fruition, then people are gonna just trust that you're the type of person that they need to be around, because there's that interdependence, like you learned from Sinatra. And I think
Mhm.
that's why people kind of want to work with you and are comfortable working with you, because like whatever the process ends up being, or however it looks, if it gets messy, if it doesn't get envisioned the way you want, if it's fucking dope, uh it doesn't really change the fact that the people you're working with are all you got during it. And it's just good to have a strong team around you, and if not a team, then just like a collective of people.
And the team just, it grows and it grows. Like the amount of support we've gotten in the past 2 years, man, it's been great.
Talk about Sir Gregolas. It's time.
We had my release party, man. You were there, man. You were at the release party.
I was. That was a wild time.
That was our biggest turnout. I actually have posters sitting in front of me right now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Back in November, man, we had like at least 100 people come out to just like see people perform and like watch me, you know, debut my fucking album. And it was great. Like I managed to pay my whole team. That felt great because, you know, everything kind of just came together. I was, you know, stacking all these different resources from like purchase and like the theater community.
Yeah.
And, like I was able to get
fucking Lopez.
Dude, yeah, man. I wouldn't be doing music if I had never gone to purchase.
It's wild to think about. I remember when you first started freestyling sophomore year, we were getting blazed in Azario and Josh's Outback dorm, or it was a suite. It must have been a suite. I don't remember.
It was like 2 or 3 rooms, but like.
Oh, yeah, but it was, man. The Outback years were wild. That
Smoking
was,
on the roof.
Yeah. But you were just getting started, and it was like, you were starting with like that sort of like 90s flow to be like, my name is Keith, this is my shit, I smoke a blunt, I'm really lit. It was just like, just simple, chill. Like, how much of that process, I'm curious about, I always wanted to ask you this, how much is it something you just thought of in the moment, or it's something you perfected, or is it a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I think when I'm writing a song, it's very like, you know, I go with what I'm feeling, what the topic is, where the beat is taking me. Other times it is premeditated. Like some songs are just harder to write because it's harder to translate some emotions into words. But
Yeah,
I've never been a good freestyler. Like,
Joe?
But
I bet you're pretty good now.
I'm slowly getting better at it. My nerves, man, my nerves.
Me too. That's why improv was always really hard for me. Like there are days where like when I let myself go and like chill out, everything goes my way. And then there's like very specific days where I'm like, I'm gonna do this right, and I'm gonna remember everything I think I need to do, and then I do it all, and I'm not satisfied. And I'm grateful for those fucking days, because it's just like, why am I doing this in the first place?
Yeah,
it's trippy. But we're gonna listen. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wait, you're gonna listen to like a song?
No, what were you gonna yeah, fuck you. Amazing. All right, fine, it's happening. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it, and we're gonna
yes, everyone loves this one.
If you take this song seriously, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm a racist.
Like, seriously. Like, don't bitch at me when you hear the song. You're like, oh my god, he's so offensive. Like, oh my god, like, he's saying no white
It's
kids.
a beautiful day to be a racist.
I shouldn't even have to fucking
Isn't America the greatest? So glad that I'm a racist. Melanin is dangerous. Fucking hate the niggers and the Indians and Asians. Also hate Latinos, they all test my fucking patience. Donald Trump's a hero and I'm in the KKK. Forefathers owned slaves way back in the day. Used to whip them while they prayed. Negroes never could escape. They won't see the light of day. White niggas on the top and we consuming all the cake. Set minorities ablaze, torture people that we hate. This was never a discussion that was up for a debate. We gon' fire more clips in your body just in case. That's another man down, I just beat a fucking case. You can tell me that I'm privileged to my pretty white face, but I know that I'm superior to you cause of my race. Of my race. I'm a racist.
Justifying my race.
I'm a racist. I'm a racist. It's a beautiful day to be a racist.
They got it. Wow. It's seriously my favorite, one of my favorite songs. And I didn't really hear it until your album party, by the way. Fun fact.
Yeah.
I heard it there first, and I saw
Everybody
Kenzo.
did.
Kenzo was getting excited, and he was just like, "Oh shit, here it is!" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know this one." The one I know the best is Volume 2, which like we're literally gonna get to. But I want to talk about like where this concept came from for you.
You know, funny enough, it was an idea that me and my engineer Black Moon just came up with in the studio one day. Yeah, Josh. He was gonna.
I can't get over that, man. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Like he was just like, "Yo, what if you made a song like from the perspective of like a Karen type?" You know what I mean? And then
Yes.
I kind of just made it a song about being racist.
Yo, I only heard about Karen types recently. I think it was Mariah. I'm pretty certain. I'm like now too high to remember, but it's definitely Mariah, right? We talked about Karens on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And it's like, oh, it's a model for a white woman. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
What do you know? Or the aggressive white woman, the unknowing white woman specifically.
Hello.
Oh yeah. That's there it is. Come on in. Get inside. Get inside. Right. It's raining.
Right. Sorry guys.
Yeah. Are you wet?
This is one of my favorite conversations.
Don't get too close to the mic.
Oh, okay. No, I think I'm good. Sorry, this conversation has been like developing over time. It's become a real thing, okay? On Twitter, like there are some real like nuts who think that Karen is a slur, and they need to be stopped.
It's my favorite thing.
When they hear the word Karen, they are associating it with the N-word and the like, and I just think we should be, diligent.
Yes.
Yeah, the Karens have called the manager on socialization.
It all goes back to Dutchman by Amiri Baraka, the typical story of the white woman. The white woman on the subway who believes she is being wrangled by a black man who's done nothing to her.
He's just standing there.
She manages to find a way to get him killed for doing nothing. It is a story.
Or even just fired. Like life
every
is just,
week.
I definitely thought of this conversation, from seeing the music video, and like anyway, yeah. Continue. I'm gonna head out. All right.
No, I want to watch another video of yours.
Hey girl, I only got one question for you. What's your favorite snack, bitch? Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite. Got my favorite snacks and I'm finna take flight. Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite. Got my favorite snacks and I'm feeling alright. I got Tostitos, Fritos, Cheetos. But I need me some Doritos. Swimming in a pool full of Sprite in a Speedo. Cool Ranch crown on my throne, feeling regal. Flexing on these niggas, I'm the Black Max Keeble. Spicy nacho popping, all your flavors looking feeble. Niggas like to pop Zans and put heroin in needles. But fuck that whack shit, I got some Sprite and some Doritos. Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite. Got my favorite snacks and I'm finna take flight. Doritos, Sprite, Doritos, Sprite, Doritos.
crunchy and something bubbly. Nacho cheese though, yeah, I like that. Sprite and Doritos, that's my favorite light snack. Feeling nourished now, where the fuck the Syph at? Nigga.
That is why quintessentially why I love you as an artist, because nothing does matter. And you can do whatever you want to do, and it will be beautiful if you work hard on it. And like, no one can take that from you. Not as much anymore. There's still like obvious like pillars and gatekeepers and shit, but like nobody can take away the actual work that you've done. It's all yours. It's if you want it to be.
And that shit feels fucking good, man, to just like do it all yourself and like just, I don't know, be the guy who can like help people do their thing.
It was honestly so fucking amazing to have you here, my dude. Greg Lakhan, incredible artist, actor, creator, showrunner, producer, content creator. I already said that, but I meant it differently. I meant creator, like created by Dan Harmon. Playwright, Neo Futurist. We didn't even get to that shit, yo. All right, this is the tail end of it, bro. What? Talk about your journey getting into the Neo Futurists.
Bro, that was insane because I feel like the music really made me stand out in that room. I brought them racist before I even made a video for it, and that's what got me a call back.
Yeah, obviously.
And they've been a super consistent and reliable support system. They're the reason why I was able to book my last 2 shows through Amusement Studios, and the reason why I can say I'm a professional, artist. I can live off of my art, and that feels like a privilege.
That is a privilege, man. It's a privilege when you give yourself the opportunity to work hard enough to make work like you. And I will toast to you.
Thanks for having me.
I smoke 2 joints while I spark 2 joints while I'm smoking a blunt and lighting 2 joints. I smoke mad kush while I'm munching on some Utz. Prince J just got Doritos, barely cost him any coins. Dreadhead nigga with his eyes low, trying to devour these snacks. Bad to spend on my stack, hook on Arizona like crack. Need a dopamine rush, tall, refreshing cold brew punch. Arizona with my blunt, I don't care if it's unhealthy, I just really need a beverage. I'm not wealthy, but I got $1 and I know just how I'm spending it. Green tea and RX energy, they got the benefits. Got that cotton mouth and this about to be the end of it. If Mucho Mango was a person, probably be friends with it. Favorite drink of all time, mine cannot be changed. If you don't like Arizona, then you're probably insane. Sugar's good for your brain, my nigga.